Treasure Island's been your entertainment destination for over 35 years. And while they've had to temporarily shut their doors during this uncertain time, we are certain of one thing, that the moments they share with you are their most treasured moments. They miss you at TI and can't wait for you to safely come back. Visit TICasino.com for updates.
Listen to the Fan.
All right. You know, the world is sometimes scary and is a lot different than it was a couple weeks ago. But one thing that hasn't changed, it's almost 8:20 on a Friday, and the Power Trip Morning Show is almost ready to deliver another edition of the Initials game. Corey?
For the 300th time.
It's time to play Initials on the Power Trip, presented by Mountain Dew.
That's right, Mountain Dew Baja Blast Zero Sugar, tropical lime flavor, zero the sugar. And Corey, the Baja Blast webcam stream is live right now on Wombo Sports. You can head over to twitch.tv/PowerTripKFAN or head over to our social channels. I'll push the link right out now. You can watch the game, the 300th game. Maybe watch your little, whatever you have up your sleeve, live on your computer from wherever you are, working from home.
We play Initials every Friday in the Power Trip Morning Show. Have for basically the last 6 years. This is game 300, and it works like this. I have 12 items. They can be people, places, things, phrases. They all share the same initials. These 5 competitors don't know what the initials are until I reveal them here in a second. Each item has 6 clues. I start reading clues. As soon as they know who or what I'm describing, they yell out their name. Their name is their buzzer. If they get it right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, they're out for the remainder of just that item. We played best out of 12, and the all-time record is 9, held by Sauce and the all-time wins leader, AJ Mansour.
Thanks, Corey. Glad to be here. It's going to be a fun day today with number 300.
Yeah, right on. Sauce, second all-time in wins. Paul.
Yeah, and
turn your mic on.
Sorry, I thought it was on.
That's so weird.
I thought it was
That's
on.
very odd.
How about this from Willette Bakeries, who just brought that amazing cake in? Win or lose today, anyone that orders a sheet cake from Willette gets 25% off when they mention KFAN, and that's not a limited time offer. There's no time limit on it at all. So
Hey, did you do me a favor and let AJ read that? I don't know what you just said. I have no idea what just happened. Is that
so
English?
if I win or lose today, anyone that orders a sheet cake,
Win or lose.
Say no matter what.
no matter what, you get 25% off, and there's no time limit.
Right on.
Great. I love it. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. That's great.
I hope you all get chlamydia.
That's a weird thing to say.
AJ has 107 wins. Sauce has 96. Chris, you won last week, so
Damn
you have
right.
59 wins. A win today would be victory number 60. That's how numbers work.
Yeah, here's the thing. Radco is a very important sponsor to me, and I love them. And frankly, they've been sponsoring me for a long time, and I never win. So whether I win today or not, they're so excited that I actually won last week. They're keeping that Initials deal open for everybody right now through the entire weekend.
Whether you win or
whether
lose?
I win or lose, Corey, that's exactly right. So 10% off your entire order, online or even in store at Radco.com. Discount does not apply to toppers, but thank you, Radco, for sticking with me even when I was terrible.
Zach Halverson has 1 career win, and Zach, you also have 10 career points. That is tied for 11th with Kevin McDermott.
Oh, very cool.
I miss Kevin.
What happens if you win?
Well, if I win, you can visit any Sellers Wine and Spirits or Ace Spirits locations for $5 off a bottle of Northland vodka or a 2-liter bottle of soda, available now through Sunday.
Sweet.
Eric Nordquist is 8th all-time in points. You have 17 career points, just 1 behind Olympic gold medalist Tyler George.
That's awesome. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being a passenger on this game once again.
What's your sponsor?
Oh, yeah. Hey, if I win, you can visit any Sellers Wine and Spirits or Ace Spirits locations for $5 off a bottle of Northland vodka or a 2-liter bottle of soda, available now through Sunday.
That's exactly what he just said.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening.
So this is the 300th game of Initials. And,
Oh, my.
So for the last handful of years, a lot of you have known that I've been working on something, and it's taken me for god dang ever. So much longer than I thought it was going to take, and it's been an absolute grind, but it's official as of right now. Initials is actually a board game. It exists!
What? Whoa! It's a done deal? Look at that!
So the Kickstarter campaign is now live. I'll tweet it out, but yeah, you can buy an Initials board game and play amongst your friends, family members, neighbors.
That's sweet.
It took me
Well done, man.
forever. And for those of you asking, all of this is new information. So if you listen every single Friday, these are not old games rehashed. Brand new games, so you can play them for the first time and share them with your friends. So Kickstarter.com, you can just search for Initials, or
you, Corey.
I'm going to
We'll
send
get it
out
on the
all the
show
links.
page. Yeah.
And it's a 30-day campaign, but these will be in people's hands within like maybe 2 months, two and a half months, give or take, based
Well
on
done, homie.
if coronavirus doesn't screw up production timelines.
Yeah, how about that?
But the content is
Yeah,
done.
great timing.
The design is done.
Good for you.
All we need is just to hit the play button on the printers at Seven Corners in St. Paul, and we're up and running. So
Sick.
if you want to back it and then play, go to Kickstarter.com.
Dude, that's awesome.
for you.
Congratulations, really, honestly.
It's
that's,
been super fun.
We're never going to leave our houses again, so
Right.
perfect time to pick up this game.
you will.
So, thanks to everybody. We've had so many people help me get there. And honestly, you know what's crazy? This game would not exist without Tommy Olson. Because the guys at Seven Corners who got me from like 90% to the finish line, and that last 10%, I just had my hands in the air going, I don't know how to do any of this. Like, I don't know how to finish this game. How am I ever going to get this done? And Tommy was like, hey, Core, these guys, great guys.
The best.
And so Tommy grew up with Joe and then his dad, Dan, and they got me to the finish line. So honestly,
Awesome.
without Tommy, this would probably still be a year or so away, but Tommy got me hooked up with the right people, and Seven Corners got me to the finish line. So it's done. It's ready. We just got to get enough people to back it so it can exist,
Good for you.
and then we'll ship it out in like 2 months.
Well, that's awesome. Tell me one more time how I can do that.
So,
Tell me.
all right, I just tweeted it out from the from my account at Corey Cove, but otherwise, you can just go to Kickstarter.com and just find Initials game on Kickstarter.
That's great.
So, and again, if you don't know how a Kickstarter works, it's not like an equity thing. It's not a GoFundMe. I'm not asking for donations. It's basically just a pre-sale.
Yeah.
It's basically buy it before it exists, and then the second it exists, you get it. So it's as easy as that, and signing up is free. It's not like when you sign up to Kickstarter, you don't have to there's no fees or anything. It's just basically signing up for Amazon to buy one thing. That's all we're asking to do. So anyway, Kickstarter.com. Thanks for helping out, guys.
Yeah, wonderful. Excellent.
great job.
Super pumped
Good
about
job,
it.
man. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That is
and the box is a real thing. There we go.
That's a nice box, Corey.
Thank you, Zach.
Get back in the corner.
Meanwhile-
I can't take it. Honestly, please.
The 300th game of Initials will
Yes.
feature
Come on, guys.
the Initials.
Come on, Nordo. Come on, Nordo.
Why don't we go back to the way it started? Game 1 was the AJ game. 300 games later, why not go full circle and make game 300 the Initials AJ? Much like I said, this board game wouldn't exist without Tommy Olson. If AJ hadn't quit 6 years ago for 4 days, this game wouldn't exist. Or again, if your name was Zach, I would have done the Zach game.
Don't care.
Who gives a rat's ass about the Zach game?
Don't care.
No longevity there.
But your name had initials, and I stumbled across this garbage, and it's been a
Don't
staple
care.
ever since. Here we go. AJ, item 1,
Clue number 1.
was adopted 1 day after being born.
Clue number 2.
Known for ceremoniously throwing seeds.
Clue number 3.
Was a Fresno State Bulldog.
Clue number 4.
Has a connection to the number 99.
Clue number 5.
Is connected to the phrase, all rise.
Eric.
Yep.
Aaron
AJ.
Judge.
Ah, shoot.
That's right.
Oh, nice job. Nordo got it. Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees.
Nice job.
That is
Wow.
the correct answer. Nordo on the board, and
Nice
he's tied
job.
Tyler
Good
George with
guys.
18 career points.
Nice job, Nords.
Nordo has 1. Here's item 2 of AJ.
Clue number 1.
Has connections to Nancy Green and Anna S. Harrington.
Clue number 2.
Commonly connected to white, red, and yellow.
Clue number 3.
Historically, it was not uncommon to have a white man playing this on stage.
Clue number 4.
Connected to a mix.
Hawk.
Yep.
God, boy, this is going to be dumb. Aunt Jemima?
That's right.
Like 100 years ago, it was white men in blackface cross-dressing. Times they have
my gosh.
changed.
Oh, they haven't.
Or they haven't, but yes, Aunt Jemima is the right answer. So Nordo has one, Hawk has one. Here's item 3 of AJ.
Clue number 1.
This is often shortened to just the second word.
Clue number 2.
Often very short.
Clue number 3.
Andy Bernard struggled to remember one in a season 4 episode of The Office.
Clue number 4.
Contains hooks.
Clue number 5.
Connected to cereals. Yep.
Advertising jingle?
That's right.
Oh, wow. Hawk, yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that football cream. Applesauce. Applesauce, you got
He's
it.
a great character, man.
Yeah, he's all right.
At the end, he's awful, right?
Yeah.
Seasons 8 and 9, Andy is the most unbearable character.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's fine. Hawk with 2, Nordo with 1. Here's item 4 of AJ.
Clue number 1.
Once had 1,400 pounds of cheese in his house.
Eric Nordquist.
I'm going to assume that's a joke and not you ringing in.
Not ringing in. Sorry.
Clue number 2.
Was once a prisoner of war.
Clue number 3.
Has appeared in duels.
Clue number 4.
Was 7th.
Eric?
Go for it.
Andrew Jackson?
That's right.
Nordo today.
Nordo's rolling a little
Go,
bit.
Nordo, go!
What if Game 300 not only is the debut of the Initials board game, but the debut of a Nordo win?
You got a website for that?
Kickstarter.com.
Why in the sweet hell do you have cheese in his house?
I think there were gifts. He had like a giant block of cheese, like a
man.
giant wheel
I
of
would
cheese.
take that.
Wow, same.
Especially if it's blue cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right,
man.
Hawk and Nordo have
cheese
2
whales.
apiece. Here's item
Literally
5
moldy.
of AJ.
Clue number 1.
Founded in 1996.
Clue number 2.
Rebranded in 2006, removing the second word.
Clue number 3.
Over the years, its focus has changed because it was getting absolutely crushed by industry juggernauts.
Clue number 4.
Its logo is red and white.
Clue number 5.
It's been criticized for its toolbar and its difficulty uninstalling it. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
This is and was a question answering.
Zach.
Yep.
AJ.
Ask Jeeves.
That's right.
Zach Halverson with Ask Jeeves. What year were you born?
95.
Yeah, 96. Ask Jeeves was a thing, but as
I
of
was more of a
2006,
Lycos guy myself.
it's just ask.com. They dropped the Jeeves
and
part.
I think between Nordo and I, we asked it for pictures of boobs.
I bet you did.
Oh, yeah.
Hawk has 2.
and hockey.
Nordo has
Why am
2.
I
Halverson on the board with 1. Here's item 6 of AJ.
Clue number 1.
An MIT professor created this.
Clue number 2.
Was originally only orange.
Paul.
Go for it.
Apple Jacks.
That's right.
Nicely done.
Wow!
Good one.
Saucy.
They added the
you got the
green in
food.
1998.
Yeah, food, though.
Cinnamon, toasty, apple jack.
I haven't had those for so long.
They're not cinnamony at all.
They're so good.
Good, yeah. I can't buy sugary cereal. My sides are too fat.
Halfway through the game. If you don't want to buy that, you should buy the game on Kickstarter.com.
What's that
That's
website?
Kickstarter.com
Yeah,
to
but
search
P.F.
initials or
Chang's is
find
okay.
initials
I gotta tell you
on
about
Twitter at Corey Cove. Number 7 of AJ with Nordo and Hawk in the lead with 2. Zach and Sauce with 1 back. The guy who started this whole game 6 years ago, kind of. AJ has 0.
Wheels are falling off.
Here's item 7 of AJ.
Clue number 1.
Connected to salt.
Clue number 2.
Has a connection to Alexander.
Clue number 3.
Has a connection to Beowulf.
Eric.
Go for it.
Angelina Jolie.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Let's go! Look at Nono go!
Is Beowulf her kid?
All three of those are movies she was in.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But that is the kind of name.